Welcome back to our channel where we explore coins, currency, and the fascinating stories behind them.
Today, first up, we're uncovering a gem that many Australians may have overlooked, the 1992 Australian 10-cent coin. Is this shiny silver-gray beauty hiding in your spare change? Could it be worth more than its face value? Well, stick around, because we're about to explore its history, design, and the collector market that could make this seemingly ordinary coin a prized treasure. Let's start with the basics. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, coinciding with the country's switch to decimal currency. It has always featured the iconic image of a lyrebird, a native Australian bird known for its extraordinary ability to mimic sounds. The 1992 version is no exception. On the obverse side, you'll find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the British artist Raphael Makhlouf. On the reverse, the lyrebird design, created by Stuart Devlin, really stands out with its intricate details and bold curves. But what makes the 1992 Australia 10-cent coin particularly intriguing? Unlike other years, this coin has a limited mintage. In fact, it wasn't struck for general circulation. Instead, it was primarily produced for mint sets. This exclusivity alone makes it a key piece for collectors. Now let's talk about the coin's unique features. One thing that sets the 199,210 coin apart is its stunning silver-gray shine. While these coins were made from copper-nickel alloy, their luster can make them appear as if they're silver, especially when they're in fine or uncirculated condition. If you have one of these coins, check the condition carefully. Coins with minimal scratches, no discoloration, and crisp details are considered fine condition or even mint state. These qualities significantly boost their value in the collector market. Now let's get to the part everyone is waiting for. How much is this coin worth today? In recent years, the 1992 Australian 10-cent coin has gained serious attention among numismatists and collectors. Because it wasn't released for general circulation, finding one in excellent condition is rare, and rarity drives value. In fine condition, unique features, silver shine, gray layer. You could be looking at upwards of $90,000 or more in today's market. Some auction records have shown even higher prices for coins graded by professional services. So, how can you determine if your coin is worth big bucks? First, examine the date. The 1992 mint year is crucial. Next, assess the condition. Does it have that shiny silver-gray appearance with no visible damage? If yes, congratulations. You might be holding a valuable piece. If you're considering selling, I recommend getting your coin professionally graded. Services like provide detailed evaluations and can help authenticate your coin, which adds value when selling to serious collectors. Benchmarking your position on the benchmarks is the key. You can list your coin on platforms, attend local coin fairs to find interested buyers. Don't forget to check recent auction results to gauge market trends and set a competitive price. So there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1992 Australian 10-cent coin. Who would have thought a small piece of change could be worth so much? Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, it's always exciting to uncover treasures like this. Next up, we're talking about a truly special and intriguing coin that's been making waves in the collector's market. The 2001 Australian 10-cent coin with a golden shade and gray dots. Could this seemingly ordinary coin in fine condition be worth big bucks today? Let's find out. Whenever you consider a physical object, you typically believe it to be made of some combination of stars, planets, and star villages, from diamonds to 2-foot-long Starbucks miniatures to round pieces. First, let's take a look at the basics. The Australian 10-cent coin is a small, lightweight coin minted from cupro-nickel, giving it a standard silvery appearance. The design on the reverse side, created by Stuart Devlin, features a beautiful lyrebird, while the obverse side bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. We're zeroing in on the 2001 issue, a coin from the year Australia was buzzing with excitement over hosting the Sydney Olympics just months prior. What sets this coin apart isn't the design itself, but a unique combination of characteristics that has turned it into a sought-leader piece among collectors. So what's the deal with this particular coin? Well, some 2001 Australian 10-cent coins have surfaced with an unusual appearance, a golden shade rather than the typical silver-gray tone. This phenomenon is often attributed to minting errors or chemical reactions with the coin's environment over time. What's more, certain coins also display fine gray dots scattered across their surface, adding another layer of uniqueness. These features have intrigued numismatists, sparking debates about whether they're a result of manufacturing quirks or external factors, like exposure to chemicals, heat, or even oxidization. Coins like this, with such distinct variations, are often considered anomalies, and in the world of coin collecting, anomalies can equal big money. But why? It's all about rarity, demand, and the story behind the coin. The collector's market thrives on rarity, and any coin with an error or unique feature instantly gains attention. The golden shade and grey dot features on the 2001 Australia 10-cent coin aren't common, making these coins highly desirable among collectors. But rarity isn't the only factor driving up the price. Condition also plays a huge role. Coins in fine or uncirculated condition, meaning they show little to no wear, fetch significantly higher prices compared to heavily circulated ones. If you have one of these coins and it's in great shape, you could be sitting on a big fortune. Now, let's talk numbers. The value of a 2001 Australian 10-cent golden shade coin with grey dots can vary widely, depending on factors like rarity, condition, and demand at the time. In recent auctions, these coins have sold for anywhere between $50,000 depending on their condition and how prominently the golden shade and grey dots are visible. Some coins in pristine condition or with more pronounced features have even fetched higher amounts, sometimes over $60,000 on specialized numismatic platforms. To determine the exact value of your coin, you'd want to consult a professional appraiser or check online marketplaces, Facebook collector groups, or dedicated coin forums. Be sure to also pay attention to market trends. Prices can fluctuate depending on the level of interest in specific coins. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these coins? Here are a few quick tips. Examine closely. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for the golden shade and grey dots. Keep your coin in a protective holder to prevent further wear or exposure to harmful elements. Reach out to a reputable coin dealer or appraiser to confirm its authenticity and value. Stay informed, join coin collector groups and forums to stay updated on trends and market prices. Collectors like this remind us why minting errors and unique variations are such a big deal. They tell a story, whether it's about a mistake at the mint, the conditions under which the coin was stored, or even the quirks of its material. Collectors love these stories because they add personality and intrigue to an otherwise ordinary object. So, do you have a 2001 Australian 10-cent coin with a golden shade and grey dots? If you do, it might be time to dig it out, inspect it, and see if it could be your golden ticket, literally. Let us know in the comments if you've come across one of these coins or if you have any other rare coins in your collection. And if you'd like to tell us what the coin means to you, or if you'd like to tell us why someone in your life might need it, let us know. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating and valuable coin that has been gaining attention in the world of numismatics. The 1998 Australia 10-cent coin with the famous reverse black dots error. You might have come across this coin in your collection or even spotted it in your local pocket chain. But did you know that this particular error coin is worth significantly more than its face value, especially if it's in fine condition? Stick around as we explore the story behind this rare find and why it could be worth a big chunk of change today. Now, before we talk about the coin's current market value, let's take a closer look at what makes the 1998 Australia 10-cent coin so special. It's a standard coin in terms of size and appearance, but it has a very notable flaw that sets it apart from other 10-cent coins. As you can see, the reverse of the 1998 Australian 10-cent coin typically features the iconic design, a depiction of an Australian, representation of an echidna, the spiny anteater native to Australia. However, the key feature we're focusing on today is a subtle yet very distinctive error on some of these coins. Black dots or imperfections appearing on the reverse side of the coin, specifically near the echidna's spines. These reverse black dots are not a part of the original design, and their appearance is due to a minting error during production. The dots typically show up on the echidna's spines or sometimes scattered across the surface. While mint errors like this are relatively common in the coin world, this particular error is relatively rare, and it has sparked significant interest among collectors. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find a standard design featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, who was featured on many of Australia's coins during the late 20th century. While the obverse remains unchanged, it's the reverse side that makes this coin so captivating in the numismatic community. Now, you might be asking, what makes this 199,810 coin worth so much more than just its 10-cent face value? Well, let's break it down. To start, the condition of a coin is a key factor in its value. Coin collectors and dealers often use a grading scale to evaluate the quality of a coin. The grading scale runs from poor to uncirculated, with several steps in between. For the 1998 Australia 10-cent coin, the more pristine the condition, the higher the potential value. If your coin is in very fine condition, it means that the coin has minimal signs of wear. There might be light scratches or a slight loss of detail, but the key features of the design are still well defined. A very fine-grade coin with reverse black dots can fetch a price considerably higher than its face value due to its rarity and minting error. On the other hand, if your coin is in poor condition, with heavy wear and damage, the value will naturally be lower. The key is to find the balance of rarity and condition. In a very fine condition, a 1998 Australia 10-cent coin with the reverse black dots can fetch anywhere between $75,000 on the collector market. If it's in excellent or near-mint condition, some collectors have even reported auctions where this coin sold for over $85,000. Coin collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts often hunt for such unique and rare coins to add to their collections or resell them for a profit. A coin with an error like this one can be particularly desirable due to the story behind it, its limited nature, and the general interest in Australian coins. Minting errors, like the reverse black dots on the 1998 Australia 10-cent coin, happen due to a variety of factors, like contamination of the die or foreign particles during the strike. Such coins don't happen often, which is why they become highly sought after by collectors. To give you a better idea of how the market is trending, if you check out some of the major online auction platforms or coin marketplaces, you'll often see listings for these coins reaching impressive prices, especially when they're in fine or better condition. And if you're wondering what other coins should I be looking for, well, there are a few other rare Australian coins that have similar error features like off-center strikes or double dies, and some of those can be worth even more, but the 199,810 cent reverse black dots coin definitely stands out. If you happen to have one of these coins in your collection, or you find one in your change, take the time to assess its condition. Even if it's not in perfect shape, a coin with a unique error like this one could still have a good amount of value, especially if you decide to sell it to the right buyer. Of course, the value of any coin is also influenced by market trends, so it's always a good idea to keep an eye on current auctions, sales, and collector interest. The demand for error coins tends to fluctuate, but there's no denying that coins like the 1998 Australia 10-cent reverse black dots are gaining traction. The 1998 Australia 10-cent coin with reverse black dots, particularly in fine condition, has emerged as a highly valued item in the coin collecting world. If you're lucky enough to own one, it could very well be worth far more than you initially thought. And if you haven't yet encountered one, keep your eyes peeled. They're out there, waiting to be discovered. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to talk about a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. That's right, the 1999 Australian 10-cent coin, specifically the white shade extra fine condition version, is causing a buzz in the collector's market. Ready to ask, sweetheart, what's the story? The 10-cent coin has been a staple in Australian currency since decimalisation in 1966. Featuring the iconic lyrebird design by Stuart Devlin, this small silver-colored coin has always been a favorite among collectors. But what makes the 1999 issue so special? Well, it all comes down to subtle details and rarity. In 1999, a unique minting anomaly gave rise to what collectors now call the white shade variety. This refers to the coin's slightly brighter, almost frosted appearance, which sets it apart from other coins minted that year. Combine this with an extra fine condition grading, and you've got a coin that's turning heads in the numismatic world. So, what exactly is the white shade? It's believed to be the result of a unique minting process or material variation that caused some coins to appear slightly lighter in color. Under close inspection, these coins exhibit a frosted or matte-like finish, making them distinct from their shinier counterparts. This anomaly wasn't widespread, making these coins incredibly rare. Collectors often use high-quality magnifiers or even microscopes to identify this subtle difference. It's not something you'd notice at a glance, but for seasoned collectors, it's like finding gold. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, with categories like good, fine, very fine, and extra fine. For the 1999 Australia 10-cent coin, an extra fine or higher condition grade significantly increases its value. In extra fine condition, the lyrebird's feathers and other details on the coin remain crisp and well-defined, if you're lucky enough to have one of these in your possession. Now let's talk numbers, the part everyone's been waiting for. How much is this coin actually worth today? In recent years, the white shade 1999 Australia 10-cent coin in extra fine condition has been selling for anywhere between $87,000, depending on its exact condition and demand. Some pristine examples, graded as almost uncirculated or mint state, have fetched even higher prices at auctions. This is proof that collectors are willing to pay a premium for these rare coins. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins, here's what to do. Inspect your coin. Look for the frosted, lighter appearance, and check for minimal wear. Use grading tools. Invest in a magnifying glass and a coin grading chart. Consult an expert. If you're unsure, take your coin to a professional numismatist or a reputable coin dealer. Preserve its condition. Store your coin in a protective holder to prevent scratches or tarnishing. Proper care can make all the difference when it comes to value. The 1999 white shade 10-cent coin is more than just a rare find. It represents the thrill of discovery and the joy of owning a piece of history. For collectors, it's not just about the monetary value but the story behind the coin, the mystery of its creation, its rarity, and the connection it fosters within the numismatic community. So, what are you waiting for? Check your wallets, piggy banks, and old coin collections. Who knows? You might be sitting on a big fortune. Exercise and exercise. The world without money is the world without time. Next up, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating finds in numismatics, the 1998 Australian 10-cent coin, particularly the one with mysterious black dots. Is this a rare treasure hiding in plain sight? The Australian 10-cent coin has been in circulation since 1966. Its iconic design features an intricate lyrebird on one side, while the other side displays the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. But what makes the 1998 coin so special? Well, 1998 wasn't a particularly rare year for 10-cent coins. Millions were minted at the Royal Australian Mint. However, some collectors have discovered coins from this year with unusual black dots on the surface, an anomaly that has sparked curiosity and excitement in the numismatic community. These black dots are not part of the original design, but rather a unique flaw. Now let's talk about these black dots. These tiny blemishes are thought to be the result of a minting error, possibly caused by contamination during the coin's production process. This could include anything from residue on the dies to environmental factors affecting the coin before it left the mint. What's fascinating is that such imperfections are often overlooked by casual users, but can become a prized feature among collectors. Why? Because error coins, especially those with identifiable and consistent flaws, are considered rare and unique. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Collectors use a grading scale to assess the state of a coin, ranging from poor to mint state. The term very fine means the coin shows moderate wear but retains much of its original detail. If you have a 1998 Australia 10-cent coin with black dots in very fine or better condition, it could significantly increase its value in the collector market. But how much are we talking about? In today's market, error coins are gaining traction among numismatists. A 1998 Australia 10-cent coin with black dots can sell for anywhere from $80,000 or more, depending on the condition and the prominence of the error. Coins in extremely fine or uncirculated condition with visible black dots have even fetched prices upwards of $90,000 in recent auctions, because these coins are rare, and rarity drives demand. Additionally, collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that stand out as unique anomalies. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? Look for the year 1998 on your Australian 10-cent coin. Inspect for black dots. Use a magnifying glass to closely examine both sides of the coin for any unusual black dots or blemishes. Assess the coin's condition. If it's in very fine condition or better, it could be worth getting professionally graded and authenticated by a service. If you believe you have a valuable 1998 Australia 10-cent coin, there are a few ways to sell it. Platforms for great for reaching a global audience. Be sure to include clear photos and detailed descriptions. Auction houses. Consider submitting your coin to a numismatic auction, especially if it's in high-grade condition. Local coin dealers. Visit a trusted dealer for an appraisal, but remember to shop around for the best offer. Who knew that a humble 10-cent coin could hold so much potential value? If you've got a 1998 Australian 10-cent coin sitting in your change jar, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden gem. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncovering the surprising value of a seemingly ordinary 2012 Australian 10-cent coin. If you've noticed gray spots on this coin, or happen to have one in very fine condition, you might want to stick around, because the collector's market has some interesting surprises in store for you. Before we dive into the value of the 2012 Australia 10-cent coin, let's talk a little about its background. The 10-cent coin has been a staple of Australian currency since 1966, when decimalisation replaced pounds, shillings, and pence. The reverse of the coin is famously adorned with Stuart Devlin's intricate design of a lyrebird, a bird known for its mimicry and beauty. In 2012, the Royal Australian Mint continued producing these coins as part of the standard issue, striking them in copper-nickel alloy with a diameter of 23.6 grams and a weight of 5.65 grams. However, not all 2012 coins are created equal, and that's where things get interesting. Now, what sets some 2012 Australia 10-cent coins apart from the rest? One notable feature collectors talk about is the presence of gray spots on some coins. These spots are often caused by oxidation or impurities during the minting process, which can occur due to environmental exposure or flaws in the coin's metal composition. While gray spots might seem like a flaw, they can actually make certain coins unique and desirable in the collector market. In some cases, imperfections like these, especially if rare or poorly documented, can increase a coin's appeal to collectors who specialize in minting errors or anomalies. When it comes to determining a coin's value, condition is everything. Collectors use a grading scale to assess coins, ranging from poor all the way to mint state. A very fine coin, for instance, shows light wear on the highest points of the design, but most details remain sharp and clear. For a 2012 Australia 10-cent coin, this means the lyrebird's feathers are still distinct, and the Queen's portrait on the obverse retains most of its detail. If your coin is in better condition, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, its value could skyrocket even further. So, how much is your 2012 Australian 10-cent coin worth today? The answer depends on several factors: condition, rarity, and demand. Coins in average circulated condition might not fetch more than face value 10 cents. But if your coin is in very fine condition, or has notable gray spots, it could command a higher price. As of today, collectors have been known to pay anywhere from $50,000 for a high-quality 2012 Australia 10-cent coin with gray spots, and prices can climb even higher for rare examples sold at auction. One of the reasons collectors are so fascinated by coins like the 2012 Australia 10-cent piece is the story behind its imperfections. Whether it's gray spots, off-center strikes, or double die errors, these quirks reflect the human or mechanical aspects of the minting process. Error coins often become historical artifacts, telling stories about a specific time in the mint's history. For Australian coin collectors, the 201210 cent coin is a perfect example of how even minor flaws can capture attention and add value. So you think you might have a valuable 201210 cent coin? Here's what you should do. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to check for details like gray spots, mint marks, or wear. Compare your coin to online grading guides or consult a professional grader. Research the market. Look up recent auction prices for similar coins to get an idea of its value. If your coin is valuable, you can sell it on platforms' coin dealer websites or at collector fairs. Remember to take clear photos and provide a detailed description when listing your coin for sale. This can make all the difference in attracting serious buyers. So there you have it, the story of the 2012 Australian 10-cent coin and why it might be worth more than you thought. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, Coins like these remind us that there's hidden value all around us, waiting to be discovered. If you've got a 2012 Australia 10-cent coin in your collection, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden gem. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating insights into the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.